behind those two lead boats. I know he doesn't want to get wet, but I think he's going to have to move out. He is behind J. Michael Kelly on an inside lane. Lane 2 right now sits to Vilwalk, and Tate is still sitting back there behind everybody on an inside lane. From a score-up perspective, this appears to be very, very legal. Can't cross the start-finish line till 1 minute, 15 seconds. They cross at about 1:11, so we'll wait and get it official, but clearly it looked like a clean score. Now, I believe that was Andrew. Did Andrew fall back and jump way behind everybody? That looks like it, and it looks like he is on the far outside, John.
Yeah, he's going to have to hustle to get up there with the rest of the pack, and especially being on the outside. He's got a long ways to go around the race course. As mentioned, this is a big one. So as the guys square it off and come down the straightaway, he's on the outside and coming up hard.
Yeah, and for the first time all weekend, we've been talking about Dave's just been coming late out of the pit area and going to the far outside, Now he stuck his nose in the middle of the mix. That is Dave Vilwalk sitting in lane number 2. So lane 1 is J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric. Lane 2 is Dave Vilwalk, Miss Apollo. Lane 3, Dustin Eccles in the Flavor Pack. And our newly crowned 2024 National High Points champion, Andrew Tate in the 91 Goodman Real Estate, is going to be on the far outside. 15 seconds till the start. They might be a little bit early. I actually like where JMK is on the inside. See if they are early. Inside 10 seconds. Coming up on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark.
I believe
Boy,
they may have jumped the gun.
I think we've got 3 across. We will see. And we've got one boat dropping way down. I believe that's Dustin Eccles has dropped down on the front straightaway. Our start is indeed under review. I think we've got a couple of boats across the line. Now, up the backstretch here on lap number 1. We will call them as they are on the water. And our leader is Dave Vilwalk from lane number 2. He is out in front. Second place on the inside lane is J. Michael Kelly, I think. No, it is Andrew Tate on the far outside in the Goodman Real Estate. It's Vilwalk. On the outside is Tate. This is a good opportunity here. The good opportunity for Dave to measure himself against Andrew Tate as they come off the corner. There's 3 of them coming 3 wide, and it's Dustin Eccles in the Flavor Pack. He is behind everybody and on the far outside. Remember, the start is under review as Andrew Tate goes across start-finish line and completes lap number 1, starts 2 first. He is the first boat across, but he is on the far outside. John, we've got a really good run down the front straightaway with those 3 lead boats. Look at them down there in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Remember, fans, the start's under review.
Yeah, it's a really good race as they're coming off the exit pin there, and the inside lane usually is the place to be. Dave Vilwalk likes to run on lane 2. He likes to be able to get down there and control that boat that's inside of him, and you can control both. You can pinch in closer to the buoy line and hold that boat on the inside, and you can bear out a little bit and push that boat around that's on the outside. So he's in a good position right now, showing speed he hasn't had all day.
Gun jumps or not, this is as good a side-by-side competition as we have seen all weekend.
Jump, jump, jump.
All right, so everybody has jumped. The only legal starter on the water is Dustin Eccles in the Flavor Pack. The 4th boat, the yellow and blue one at the top end of the race course, is your leader. He was the only legal starter. We knew we had boats across the line early. We didn't know exactly who or which ones. It turns out everybody, with the exception of Dustin Eccles. So he is way out in front right now. Meanwhile, coming off the bottom end of the race course, John, you can call gun jumpers all you want. It's still an awfully good boat race.
Boy, do we have a race for second place right now. It's as good as it gets.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm telling you who is surprising the daylights out of me, maybe, but maybe not. Dave Vilwalk in the middle of that pack with that 27 Apollo. This is the fastest and the best I have seen that boat run all season. And Dave's really got it cranked up and rolling.
Yeah, it's certainly the best it's run this weekend. And like as I mentioned earlier, he's got boat speed coming down the straightaway. He's not shown till just now.
So, meanwhile, up the backstretch, we have our leader, Dustin Eccles in the Flavor Pack. You know, before you can be really, really fast, John, you got to be legal.
Yeah, you definitely have to be legal, and we've got a ways to go. Unfortunately, he's back there with all that salt water in the air, but the engine sounds good. He's staying clear and clean and staying out of the way. I'm sure we're going to have penalties on the second place boat here once we determine who that is. But right now, these 3 boats are all on the same lap, and they're all side by side exiting the pin as they come down towards the SeaWorld turn.
Yeah, jumping a clock is a 1 minute penalty. So this is the final lap for these guys, and they're going to come down. Andrew Tate's going to finish it first, but with a 1 minute penalty, he's going to find himself in second place, just off to his left. And on the inside is Dave Vilwalk. JMK has dropped back a little bit. He's going to be in fourth place. And now the run down to see who's going to get second place in this one. And it's going to be close because Dave Vilwalk is going to pull up almost alongside Andrew Tate. Tate comes across first. Second will go on the water to Andrew Tate. Third's going to go to J. Michael Kelly. But we already know here is our real leader. It is Dustin Eccles in the U40, the flavor pack. That's a little bit confusing, a little difficult to call, but it sure was fun to watch. Dustin Eccles, as you said, we've got it. You can be fast, and that's really cool, but you got to be legal first. Dustin Eccles will come down and pick up on the water a first-place finish. That's got to be good news for them in the 40 camp.
It definitely is. There'll be a first-place finish for them, and the next race, of course, get through the tech truck. And I'd like to mention we've been having some problems with fuel violations here, and hopefully we're past that now, and everybody's got things sorted out and settled down to where they know where they're at. We're going to run the same fuel in the final, and as we predicted, these guys, are pushing it a little bit more. They're taking some chances. They're pushing the envelope just a bit more, and we're going to see even more of that in the final with 6 boats out there.
Boy, the boat that got my attention in that one, I've been waiting for it all weekend, is going to be this first boat back to the pit area, the U-27 of Miss Apollo. We had a meeting this morning. I was talking to members of the live stream team, and I said, if you think Dave Vilwalk's just going to go sit outside all weekend long, you don't know Dave Vilwalk very well. He just went out and stuck his nose on an inside lane, and everybody's going to come back to the dock and go, what about him? We better be aware of what he's doing. Here comes Andrew back to the dock in the 91, the Goodman Real Estate. On the water, our unofficial results. There they are, John Walters. Dustin Eccles in the U40, the flavor pack. On the water, he'll pick up 400 points. Andrew Tate with 300. I'm told it was about a 27-second difference between Dustin Eccles and the rest of he was 27 seconds behind the rest of the field. There's 1 minute penalties involved, so clearly he will be our winner. Dustin Eccles. Tate comes home in second place on the water. Dave Vilwalk, a very close third place in the 27. And the U1, Beacon Electric, J. Michael Kelly. Wow. Penalties or not, that one was fun.
That was a barn burner, as they used to say, and yeah, it was an awful lot of fun to watch, and I think we're going to see more of the same with 6 boats on the course here in the final.
And as we say a lot on the live stream team, fans, you ain't seen nothing yet, because we're going to put them all out here in a 6-boat, 5-lap, winner-take-all final, and that just really muddied the entire thought process with Dave Vilwalk sticking his nose in there. We know JMK's fast. Certainly the flavor pack